morning. So it's a couple of days before we fly. So it's Monday, the 6th of January, I think. Yeah, 6th of January. A weird time where I've lost all day. What days are after Christmas? We've just had a couple of days of heavy snow here. So yeah, it's been a bit chaotic, but fun. So I'm getting myself ready to go. We go on Wednesday, as I say, on the 8th. We fly at 10 a.m. flight from Manchester with Virgin. So got to get myself sorted. My wife, bless her, she's had to go to work, so she's back in work today. She's a teacher, so she's off to work. And I'm working from home, but it is quite early, still dark out there. So I am getting myself sorted while I've got a chance. So this is what it looks like to pack for a lad's holiday. It's a lad's holiday, you know, we're nearly 40. But basically, essentials in one bag. So in my little man bag here, I've got my passport, my dollars, my credit card, and my driving license. I'll be doing most of the driving, so that's essential. Can't forget that. That goes in my man bag. That stays on me pretty much at all times. You know, obviously when I get to Florida in the villa, I'll put it somewhere safe. But traveling wise, that kind of stays around me. With the exception of being on the plane. On the flight this year, I am going economy. So last year we flew upper class with Virgin, which was great, loved it, but quite expensive, obviously. And I felt a huge amount of guilt doing that. I wasn't very popular in the house with the kids and my wife. So this year I'm going to be sensible, well, have been sensible, and we're flying economy. One of the party is still going upper. He struggles to sleep on planes, so he's treated himself to upper. I'm sure we can go and see him at the bar. So we'll try and get up there and have a Bloody Mary or one of their famous cocktails. So yeah, backpacking. So that's my little man bag that has essentials in, like the passport, like obviously when we get the boarding card, it'll go in there as well. Headphones, which are essential to me, so get me earbuds in there. That is bag one. So how I do it basically is the last few weeks, as we've been chatting with the lads, I've been making notes of what I need. Obviously, it's quite a varied holiday. We are doing a bit of work out there, so I do work with one of the guys that we're going with. So we have a meeting on the 10th, so I've obviously had to take relatively smart clothes, although the guy we're meeting's done us a bit of a solid, and he's actually meeting us 20 minutes from the villa where we're staying. Denny's all places, but yeah, Denny's is fine. I'll take that because we can kind of dress a bit more casually and go straight from there to hopefully to golf is the plan on the 10th, because the weather looks pretty good. I think it's 20 degrees and sunny, so we'll take that. So that's how I do it. I make little notes, and then I kind of group those notes into what bag they're going to go in, and then kind of tick it off as I go. Well, actually I delete it from my notes on the iPhone, so I pretty much deleted everything. There's a few last minute things that can't go in. So if you think for a bloke, probably a lot more for ladies, but for blokes, things like razors and stuff like that you don't want to put into the last minute because you're going to need them the day that you go. So yeah, razor and stuff all on charge, ready to go in, but everything else is in. So yeah, man bag with travel essentials, obviously medication and toiletries, pretty essential, although you can get all that kind of stuff out there, but yeah, certainly medication, pretty essential. So that goes in. All my clothes for the various activities. So what we're doing basically is golf and theme parks and work, which sounds amazing actually when you say it like that. So we're going to do Seaworld and Busch Gardens again this year, which we loved. We absolutely loved them last year. I know some people have issues with Seaworld, and I totally get that. We don't do any of the animal stuff. We don't bother with the orca show or anything like that. No disrespect to anyone who does, that's your choice, but we prefer the rides, and it is big rides out there. So SeaWorld and Busch Gardens are probably the best for adult rides, I would say. Not so much the sort of theming. I guess the theming isn't as good as the likes of Disney and Universal, but certainly the thrill, like they are big boy rides. It's the first time I can remember in a long time that I've actually been scared on a ride. Was two actually, both at Busch Gardens. Serengeti Flyer, which is terrifying because it's kind of half a little lap bar that doesn't really do anything, or it doesn't feel like it does anything. Obviously it does. And Iguazi, which is just intense, just like thrill after thrill. Amazing, like you come off full of adrenaline, but at the time you're thinking like, am I too old for this? Is this safe? So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to doing them. There's another one actually at Busch Gardens that kind of is like a drop tower, and it kind of comes down and swooshes the last minute. I bottled it, I didn't do it. I'm going to do that this time. I'm determined. So you can be my witness. I'm going to do that this time, if it works. So yeah, we're going to do Seaworld, Busch Gardens, split up. Last year we did Aquatica and it was good, but it just wasn't quite warm enough. Like I think it was us and some Scottish people hanging around, and actually there was a ride that needed 6 people because there was only 2 of us last year who went. We had to kind of buddy up with these Scottish people to try and get on rides because there wasn't enough of us to get on. But it was still really good. I would still actually recommend Aquatica. I mean, I love Typhoon Lagoon, absolutely love it. But Aquatica is a good option if you kind of get on board of Typhoon Lagoon, or you don't buy the Disney ticket as a sort of one-off day. We did well again this year. We booked our tickets on attractiontickets.com on Black Friday. So we got the 2 parks and all-day dining, which is essentially every 90 minutes you can have a full meal, which was a challenge in itself last year. We had that for 3 days last year. We had SeaWorld, Busch Gardens and Aquatica. We're just doing Busch Gardens and SeaWorld this year because, as I said, Aquatica was a little bit too chilly and we wanted a bit more time for golf. But yeah, those 3 days I think I put on a bit of weight because eating every 90 minutes, and you feel like you have to, like obviously you don't, but you do feel like you get your value if you do. So I was having like chicken tenders and chips like 4 times a day, which isn't healthy obviously. So I'm going to try and avoid doing that this time as well. Again, you're my witness, I'm not going to eat every 90 minutes. I don't need to eat every 90 minutes. The best meal we had on that 90 minute, and they were all pretty poor, I'll be honest, it's not great quality food at Busch Gardens and SeaWorld. The only one I would say is good is the Chick-fil-A at Busch Gardens. That's definitely worth a visit because that was actually really nice. Okay, back to the packing. So yeah, I've got kind of some formalish kind of wear, obviously underwear and socks and things. I've had to remember some golf essentials, so golf shoes, glove, tees and balls. Obviously you can get them out there, but the round of golf is already quite expensive. We're playing Kissimmee Bay. We're doing Top Golf and we're maybe doing another one. We don't know, we haven't decided about another round of golf yet, see how we get on. But yeah, the round itself was like $75, which isn't cheap, but then considering you've got to hire clubs and all those kind of things as well. So I didn't want to spend any more money on balls and tees and things like that. So packed all those, got those essentials. The rest is just kind of clothes, so regular theme park type clothes. Obviously my swimming trunks. My swimming trunks aren't in, they're still on the list. We went swimming at the weekend, so just before the weekend on the holiday, so they were drying, so they need to go in. They're pretty essential. The villa has a pool, heated, so we will be making most of those, so I'll make sure they go in as well. So that's the main case, so sort of shoes, clothes, toiletries, golf stuff. I take a lot of like protein shakes and protein bars just because, although obviously you can get whatever you want in America, I do get a bit sick of the sort of theme park food, particularly if you're eating it every 90 minutes. So I do take some protein bars and protein shakes just to at least try and feel healthy. I mean, you can eat really healthy out there if you want to. You know, we will do a sort of shop on the first day at either Walmart or I think we went to, where did we go last year? Publix maybe? I can't remember. But we got some decent food in last year. I think we were having steak for breakfast. It was quite nice actually. But yeah, you can eat healthy, but I tend to just take my backup of some protein bars and protein shakes just to probably psychologically make myself feel better. Okay, so that's the main bag, and then I've got my backpack. So that's around me at the airport. This is on my back, and this is mostly like work stuff. So laptop. And chargers and all the other stuff that I kind of want to keep with me in case my bag gets lost. So yeah, essentials, super essentials, stuff that, you know, I do need, but if the case goes missing, it's not the end of the world. I'm in America, I can pretty much get what I need out there. I always say that to my wife when we're traveling, like, as long as you've got your passport and your credit card, nothing else really matters. I don't drive a license in this case because I'll be driving, but normally we kind of stay on Disney property, so I don't actually drive. But yeah, as long as you've got those 2 or 3 things, you're in America. You're not in the back end of nowhere. You can get everything you need in America delivered to you as well, which is I mean, it's the same here now, but that's what blew my mind a few years ago, probably 5 years ago now when we went. And yeah, you could just get anything delivered to your hotel room pretty much by Uber Eats or whatever it was. Cool. Okay, that's the travel day, and sorry, that's the packing day. In terms of the travel day, our good friend is very kindly giving us a lift to the airport. We fly, as I say, at 10 a.m. So hopefully getting in sort of 3 p.m. and then we'll see how it goes. We won't have a car until the second day, so we will probably just acclimatise to the villa. Get ourselves unpacked, get a takeaway for dinner, and chill out a little bit around the pool until day 2, and then we've got a full itinerary. So that's the other thing that I tend to do on my notes. I'll have my itinerary of what we intend to do, check it off with the lads, make sure everyone's happy, which they generally are, because I don't think anyone kind of cares as much as me. Maybe I'm too organised, but they'll go, yeah, that's fine, and then I'll pack the case accordingly. So obviously golf stuff and things do add complications that you need additional stuff, but other than that, it's pretty much a standard holiday packing. So yeah, I'll check back in with you at the airport. So we made it to Manchester Airport, all checked in. So as I said, one of our party is upper, the rest of us are slumming it back in economy, which don't mind, it's alright. That'll do, as long as we get to Florida, that's the main thing. So yeah, going to make our way through to one of the lounges now, have some breakfast, and the flight has been delayed, so we're looking at I think an hour delay, which is not terrible considering the weather's so bad in the UK at the moment. A lot of snow. So let's see how we get on. Hopefully the delay doesn't increase and we get on the flight. So we're just about to board, an hour and 10 delay, but that's not too bad. So get on the flight, see you at the other side. So we've boarded, a bit cramped back here in economy, but it'll do. We'll get there and we'll be hopefully they're safe in the next 10 hours. So catch up with you on the other side. Lunch has just arrived, so we got bangers and mash. Looks quite nice. Obviously bread roll, salad, a few crackers and a pudding and a Diet Coke, so pretty good. Looks appetising at least. It took a while because we've had some quite bad turbulence, but it's arrived now, so tuck into this and back to the film. Made it after what felt like a very, very long flight. It's the carpet of the flag that everyone wants to see. We're in Orlando. Time to get an Uber over to the villa and get unpacked. Right, Uber booked, heading to baggage claim level 2. Number 32, I think. So let's go see if this guy turns up pretty quick. Good morning. It's the day after travel day. We are safely here in Kissimmee. Beautiful Kissimmee. I mean, it's quite chilly. I think it's around 7 degrees, I think. So I'm quite used to it. Last time we were here, I think it was 37 degrees or at least 35. So a little bit of a surprise this morning when I came outside, but a beautiful morning. Absolutely stunning. It's 6 a.m. Well, it's about 6:30 actually. Been up since about 3. Standard. Everyone who comes to Florida knows that standard first day wake up and you just try and get back to sleep and it just doesn't work. So you end up getting up, but I'm glad I did because it's absolutely stunning. So a bit of breakfast, off for a walk, and then I think the car arrives around 10. We've got some work to do as well, so get that boxed off before the car comes, and then the world's our oyster, or Kissimmee and Orlando is our oyster. So I think we're going to head to, I'll just turn the camera on because it's so beautiful. Yeah, as I was saying, I think we're going to head over to one of the malls and obviously do a bit of food shopping as well, get some supplies in. So we'll be probably at Publix first and then maybe to one of the outlets as well, or more, we haven't decided yet. Maybe a bit of Topgolf. But yeah, get this meeting done, get some work done, car arrives, and then enjoy everything Orlando has to offer. Just a bit about the flight yesterday. Actually, it felt very long. It felt like a bit of an ordeal. Obviously it wasn't. I was sat watching films for 10 hours or at least 9 hours. but that economy, the sort of lowest economy, I know Virgin do 2 types of economy, it is quite tight. I'm not particularly tall, sort of 5'9". A couple of my companions who I'm travelling with, you know, similar size, so it wasn't massively problematic for us, but it did feel tight. Food was good, actually. Can't fault the food at all. Food's very good. Service as usual, brilliant on Virgin. The staff they have are really, really good. But it just felt long. I think that was due to 2 things: the delay. We delayed at the airport for longer than we normally would be, and we were sat on the runway for a while as well. Obviously no fault of Virgin's at all. It's all to do with the snow that we're having in the UK. But yeah, it did feel long. So the car's arrived. As you can see, a bit of a beast. Thought we'll be driving around in the next 7 days in. Sure we'll get the golf clubs in the back of that. Weather's improved as well, so it's a little bit warmer, although still wrapped up a little bit, so it's still a little bit chilly, but actually weather is much better. So yeah, got the car. We used Turo, or Turo, which my mate sorted out, so very easy, all done on the app. The actual owner of the car, so it's a bit like Airbnb for cars, so the owner of the car comes and drops it off for you at the address, which is great. So obviously I had to get a taxi last night from the airport, but yeah, owner picks it up, drops it off, and then comes and collects it as well. So really easy to use, very straightforward, all through an app. You upload all your details, so your driving license and credit card details through the app. Obviously you get yourself insurance as well, make sure you're fully covered on your insurance, but yeah, really straightforward system. So we're off to Publix now to get some supplies, so some food in, and yeah, let's catch up with you later. It's Publix, so we'll stock up on supplies now for the week. Hopefully we won't have to go shopping again. We'll need to malls and Disney Springs and places like that. So yeah, I'll show you what we get. Shopping acquired. It takes always a bit longer in American shops because they're so big and there's so much choice, but kind of knew what we needed. So in and out, back to the villa, unpack, bit of breakfast, and then maybe to a shopping mall. We made it to Topgolf, so we're going to try, if we can, get in on the 12 o'clock deal because it's $10 cheaper at 12, but the chances of that at 2 minutes past 12 are very slim. Just come past Epic Universe, which you can't see behind these trees now, but it's being built over there, so I'm going to have a little nosy at that later on. Yeah, for now we're going to hit some golf balls. So Topgolf was awesome as usual. I managed to win this time, don't know how. Beginner's luck. So we've made our way to Florida Mall, do a bit of shopping. We've got some presents to get, some guilt shopping to do. Trying to pay the wife and kids back for being away from them. So just jumping into Macy's and then we'll wake off way through. Just gotta remember where we parked in this place because it's so big. Trying to sort my hair out as well. Not a lot of success in the Florida Mall. It's quite expensive actually, we found, so we've made our way to Outlets of Island. So normally get some good bargains in here. We just had a look at Nike, didn't have the right sizes, but going to give Lululemon and the Disney shop a little go, so I'll let you know how we get on. So some good deals to be had today at the outlet. The boys are just in the Sunglasses Hut making a purchase, so I think it's 30% off, and then the second pair is 50% plus the 30%, so I think they go in halves, so getting a good deal on 2 pairs of sunglasses. I think next we're going to head to Under Armour, and then Lululemon, and maybe over to Disney Springs then. Purchases made in the Disney shop. Oh, that one, Disney shop. There's a lot of tat in there. A lot of tat. But there's some little diamonds in the rough if you can be bothered searching. It's very busy. Queue to get in. Obviously big queue at the till as well. So if you can be bothered, I reckon you can save a lot of money in there compared to the Disney shop at obviously Disney Springs. But you've got to do some routing. I'll have to find Lululemon now. Currently at one of my favourite places, as you can tell, Disney Springs. Just heading to another one of my favourite places, Lululemon. Look at that, Christmas decorations still up, looking good. All the vibes tonight at Disney Springs. Lovely live music here all the time. Particularly by this Coca-Cola place where we're going to now. Grab a glass of Coke and have a view of Disney Springs. One of our friends, one of our party hasn't been before, so great vantage point to show them the whole of the complex and yeah, just soak it in. It's rude not to come into World of Disney but Disney Springs. It's just how much you spend, that's the problem. There is plushes and Spirit jerseys galore. So wish me luck, hope I don't spend the kids' inheritance.